It's microphone season, and this is the FIFINE microphone, the AM8 streaming recording microphone from FIFINE. And I figured all you fine folks out there would like to take a look at this with me. Hear the audio quality tested against my current mic, which is my Movo boom mic that I have connected up here to my overhead rig. So what we'll do is we'll open this up, we'll take a look at it, and go for it. What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Techful Goodies, and like I said, today we're taking a look at the FIFINE hard-to-open box microphone. Come on, Carl. Okay, so, I'm actually pretty excited about taking a look at this microphone because one of the important things that caught my eye, and by the way, the folks at FIFINE sent this over for me to review, take a look at, give my completely honest feedback on. So that's what we're doing here today. But one of the things that I really liked about this, actually a couple of things. One is that the capture direction is from the top of the mic. Now, we've had other mics we've taken a look at before where you speak into the front of the mic, but this one is into the top of the mic. And I will tell you right now, I wasn't expecting this to feel as nice quality as it is. This wind buffer on the top here is very squishy, very nice. And let me go ahead and just continue kind of with the things that I actually thought was pretty special or pretty important about this microphone, is that there's two different, if I can get this bottom part screwed in. Can I talk and screw at the same time? No, I cannot. All right, screwed. One of the important things to note about this microphone that really caught my eye is that is on the bottom here, it has the option for the XLR connection or the USB connection. And in addition, it has a headphone monitoring port right here. So if you want to be able to hear yourself while you're recording, let's say you're doing a podcast or you're streaming live, you should be able to monitor your voice, know that it's working okay. And then you have the flexibility to hook it up with XLR or the USB. Today, we're going to only be doing the USB because when I talked to the manufacturer, they said, if you're going to use the XLR, that's typically when you have some sort of external amplifier that allows you to basically hook this up to the external amp, and then you can kind of control all the stuff with the microphone, and then that amp goes into your computer. I don't have one of those, so what I'm going to do is USB only, which I think is the more common case for most of you out there, because this is a fairly budget-friendly microphone. It's not super cheap, but it's in the sort of $50 range. If you want to take a look at it, I'll obviously leave the link down below. But my goal is to take a look at all the features of this, just kind of give you my honest opinion on it. I think that this is such a nice looking microphone and has so many options and so many features. It is kind of that step up. I've done a review on the F-Deuce microphone in the past, which I think is absolutely awesome. Microphone, I'll put it up in a card above if you want to see that. It's a great starter mic, but this is one step up from that. Like I said, it has the multiple connection types, and it also has on the front, it has a gain volume knob right here. It also has headphone volume if you are monitoring through your headphones during a live stream. It has the ability to have some lights on it. These light up down here with RGB. Like at the beginning, you saw me screwing on this very heavy bass. That's actually extremely heavy bass that it will allow us to basically position this mic where we want it. But if you take this bass off, you should be able to connect it to a mic arm if that's what you're looking for. That way you can position this mic so that you're talking right into the top of it, which is the sweet spot for this microphone. Yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and plug it in and do some sound tests and see how it works. Like I said, right now I'm recording with my Movo boom mic connected to my arm up above here. So what we'll do is I'll let you know when I'm sort of switching over to this microphone, the FIFINE AM8 streaming recording microphone, blah, blah, blah. And that way you'll know exactly what you're hearing at the time. So I'm going to plug this on the bottom here. I'm going to plug the USB-C cord right in here. And the cord that this comes with is a USB-C to a USB-A cord, right? So this is the most universally accepted sort of plug on any computer, but I think you can go ahead and get a USB-C to USB-C cord if you really want to, but I don't think it's necessary. So let me go ahead and plug this in. Okay, and so that is now set up and ready to go. So what you can see is that once it is plugged in here, you see the RGB color on the bottom here. So on the back here, you can see that the mute button is lit up. So if you want to mute the microphone, you can do that there. If you want to unmute it, you can do that there also. As far as the RGB colors on the bottom, you can have it cycle. You can have it set to a solid color: red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white. And then standard sort of multicolor. I know it's hard to pick up on the recording right now, but it's kind of cycling through the different RGB colors. Okay, so right now I'm still recording with my mobile microphone. I've got the FIFINE microphone hooked up to my computer. So let's give it a try now. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the FIFINE microphone, about 12 inches away, sitting on the desk. A little bit more toward my mouth so you can hear exactly how it sounds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the FIFINE microphone and bring it a little bit closer to myself. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the FIFINE microphone, about 5 to 6 inches from my mouth, which is the way you would have it set up if you were streaming live or recording to get the best quality sound. Now what you're hearing is the exact same microphone, 5 to 6 inches from my mouth. It's the FIFINE microphone, but this segment has been edited and EQ'd to sound as good as possible. So what you're hearing right now is the FIFINE microphone recording my voice as I talk robotically to give you an idea of how it'll sound, edited with a proper EQ. Okay, so now we're hopping back over to the mobile microphone. This is the one you're used to hearing me on. And I'm hoping that what you'll be able to have is a really good comparison between sort of my mobile microphone, which is, it's a pretty decent one, but it was really only around $30, $40. So again, this is the FIFINE AM8 streaming recording microphone. I think some of the pros that come with this, I've been pretty impressed by it so far. It is very weighty. The base keeps it nice and solid. It does feel like sturdy construction. You can sort of adjust the angle here. You do have the RGB lighting on the bottom here that is adjustable. You have a gain volume right here. You also have the ability to listen to yourself and monitor yourself while you are live streaming. I think that's one of the better features. Again, some more of the pros are that it's XLR and USB, depending on what you have and what you have set up. And only one of the cons that I'm seeing so far is the fact that when you do have this USB plugged into the bottom here, it does get a little obstructed when you're trying to adjust the location of the microphone. But that being said, I don't think that's a big problem. If you do have it, let's say, hooked up to some sort of mic arm over here on the bottom here, and you have it coming up to your mouth, you'll have that locked into the position that you typically like to talk into, and then you can go ahead and plug it in, and it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think you're going to spend a lot of time trying to adjust the positioning of the microphone. If you wanted to, you could bring it around like that. Either way, that is tiny bit of a frustration, but I don't think it's a huge frustration. But for the quality and price of this microphone, I think that's definitely a thumbs up from me. Like I said, I've always tried to be very, very sort of transparent with you all, invite you to my desk, take a look at some of these things that you might want to buy. I think, a lot of people who are interested in doing YouTube videos or streaming or going live or playing games online, if you're new to it, it's so difficult to try to find out exactly what you want for your setup. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of stuff that you could buy. But when it comes to some of this budget stuff, I think it's so important to kind of go over it, test it out, kind of give it the seal of approval. And I'm going to go ahead and give this one a seal of approval. I think it's a great microphone so far. Like I said, I have my F-Deuce that I've used before, which is sort of the lower end of the scale as far as price goes and features. Whereas this one, I really do like the extended features that it has with the XLR and the USB and the little bit of RGB, the front-facing colioid pattern, and the ability to adjust the RGB, all that kind of stuff. Again, thank you all for watching. Hit me with a like down below if this was helpful for you. Feel free to subscribe. I'd love to see you back. I mean, I want to get a bunch of people with the sort of like-minded, we love tech sort of thing, and just make sure that we all really sort of test out these products and see whether or not they're worth buying. But from now, I think we've got a winner. And again, this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.